Hollywood's on its knees, begging AI to save it from a tsunami of flops and fed-up audiences. So let's say you're flipping through Netflix and up pops a Game of Thrones meets Breaking Bad nightmare laced with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia snark.
Because of the implication.
And this abomination stars as CGI John Wayne, Denzel Washington, and Marilyn Monroe. You think this sounds like a prank pulled by a drunk algorithm, right? Nope. Studios are already cooking this dystopian slop to milk streaming profits, and it's not just coming, it's here. Is AI the spark to reignite cinema or the fuse on a creative apocalypse? Let's have a little fun and rip this wide open.
You suck, you jackass!
Howdy, and thanks for clicking on this video to see what this jackass has to say. I appreciate you. Today I wanted to dive into why Hollywood's AI obsession is either the future of filmmaking or a soulless disaster waiting to happen. Sure, every now and then AI churns out something that makes you go, damn, that's pretty cool. But if we're being honest, most of it's just shiny garbage designed to keep you glued to your streaming app while studios count their billions. From scripts written by bots to CGI stars resurrected from the grave, we're staring down a future where cinema feels less like art and more like a vending machine. So why don't we break down why AI's flooding the industry, how it's changing the game, and why it's got me worried we're trading stories for algorithms. Personally, I see AI in filmmaking like a double shot of espresso. It's a jolt that can wake you up or leave you jittery and regretting your choices. A 2024 Variety report spilled the tea. Studios like Netflix and Disney are testing AI to crank out personalized content, tailoring films to your personal watch history. I'm not here to preach about the good old days of film. Hell, theaters have their own problems, from sticky seats to cell phone doom-scrolling warriors to $20 for popcorn. There's something about AI's grip on cinema that's clearly eroding what makes movies special. Let us unpack the reasons this tech is a mixed bag and see if we can figure out how to keep storytelling human. Reason number one, creative potential, the shiny new toy. Look, AI's got some serious tricks, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't really impressive. Script writing tools like pseudo-write are pumping out dialogue faster than a desperate screenwriter chasing a deadline. Visual generators like Midjourney are crafting worlds so vivid they'd make Ridley Scott chuck his storyboard. And editing suites like Runway ML, well, they're splicing scenes smoother than a Tarantino cut. Check out this short film from 2023 called The Frost. It used AI to build icy kingdoms and a story that cuts deeper than most Hollywood slop. Or Sunspring, where an AI named Benjamin wrote a sci-fi script so deranged it gave David Lynch a migraine. These in particular show AI can let filmmakers go lunatic, creating bold, weird stuff that never get past studios' risk-averse suits. But Hollywood's not here for the art, they're here for the cash. Deloitte's 2024 report says studios are using AI to optimize streaming, churning out films tailored to keep you subscribed. It ain't creativity, it's a profit-driven content mill. And Netflix's AI-generated shorts are already testing this per a 2025 Variety piece. And trust me, it's less cinematic masterpiece and more, why is this in my queue? Reason number two, efficiency overload, the production speed up. So AI is turning filmmaking into this lean, mean machine, and Hollywood's eating it up. Scheduling a shoot really used to be like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, but tools like Keltech's AI scheduler nail it in seconds. Budgeting software spots overspends before they happen, and virtual scouts let you film in a CGI Gotham without leaving Burbank. Also, post-production's wild. DaVinci Resolve's neural engine grades colors faster than you can say aesthetic. And AI sound tools can craft a score or clean audio like sorcery. Warner Brothers is using Google AI for captions, cutting costs like a budget assassin. So what this means is films hit screens quicker, indies play with bigger dogs, and studios might not tank mid-quarter. But in typical Hollywood fashion, they're not using this to craft better stories. They're flooding platforms with quantity over quality. Studios are leaning on AI to pump out streaming content at warp speed, turning filmmaking into an assembly line. It's efficient, I guess, but we're the ones stuck scrolling through the duds. What was the last streaming movie you watched that absolutely knocked your socks off? I'll wait. Reason number three, the dark side, jobs and bias in the crosshairs. Now, if that wasn't grim enough, here's where it really starts to get grim. AI is a job killer. In Hollywood, they're sharpening the blade. Screenwriters, VFX artists, editors, they've bled for their craft, and now bots are gunning for their gigs. The 2023 WGA strike was a middle finger to a future where AI scripts film for chump change. Why hire a writer when a bot's cheaper than a burger? Why pay a VFX crew when AI renders a dragon in mere minutes? Then there's bias. AI's trained on Hollywood's back catalog, so it's spitting out heroes who look like knockoff Chris Pratts and villains dripping with cliches. The Atlantic reported in 2024 that AI is gorging on scripts from shows like Breaking Bad, and without oversight, it'll just recycle society's worst tropes. Worse, Hollywood's all in on this dystopian vision. Lionsgate's deal with Runway AI is cranking out storyboards, and Disney's sniffing around OpenAI to digitize their archives. They're building a future where every film's a data-driven Frankenstein. Deloitte's 2024 report says they're using AI to target your watch history, keeping you hooked like a slot machine. Publicly, they'll cry, AI's a threat, like Ice Cube's epic fuck AI rant in the recent Studio episode, where his character trashes a bot-written script, but behind closed doors, they're doing everything to exploit it. It's not filmmaking, it's a soulless cash grab. And I think it's just killing cinema's heart. Reason number 4, the human factor. Why AI can't replace us. And here's what Hollywood's just too greedy to get. AI's got no soul. It can't feel the ache of a lost dream or the spark of a story that rewires your brain. That's why Good Will Hunting hits like a damn freight train every time. That's why Pulp Fiction crackles with life. AI is a tool, not a poet. Denis Villeneuve used it to sculpt Dune's deserts. The future is not AI stealing the show, it's us wielding it to tell stories that bleed truth. In usual fashion, Hollywood's lost the plot, chasing streaming bucks while audiences ditch their apps. They're brewing a dystopia where films are algorithm-spun sludge, and legends like John Wayne are just data puppets. No matter how flashy AI gets, the glitz will wear off, and people will crave the human touch. Stories that feel alive, not manufactured. Ice Cube's rant in the Studio nails it perfectly. AI can mimic, but it can't feel. We don't want films that feel like they were spit out of a server. We want ones that make us laugh, cry, feel, and think. What are some potential fixes, and how do we keep AI in its lane? Alright, so let's stop bitching and fix this mess. Hollywood's playing a two-faced game here, condemning AI in public while secretly milking it for all it's worth behind closed doors. We need solutions that harness AI's power without letting it gut the industry. Here's how this jackass would do it. Number 1, use AI as a co-pilot, not the driver. AI is a beast at crunching data, no doubt. Let it handle grunt work like scheduling, budgeting, and generating rough visual concepts. But keep humans in charge of the creative spark. Writers can use some of those tools to brainstorm, but not to replace their voice. VFX artists can lean on Midjourney or something like that for inspiration, not let it steal their jobs. Denis Villeneuve used AI to enhance Dune, not to call the shots. Studios need to invest in training programs so workers can wield AI as a tool, not fear it as a replacement. Number 2, prioritize quality over quantity. Hollywood really needs to stop flooding Netflix with 50 half-baked originals a month. Make 10 films that actually matter. Invest in mid-budget projects and indie voices. You might find the next Spielberg. A 2024 PwC report says streaming platforms are losing subscribers due to content fatigue. Also, the prices ain't helping anything. Focus on stories that resonate, not just ones that will fill a queue. AI can help refine budgets and schedules to make this feasible, but only if studios ditch that content mill mindset. Number 3, curate the chaos. Streaming libraries are a fucking mess. Endless titles that leave you scrolling for hours. Platforms should use AI to highlight hidden gems, not just push algorithm-friendly slop. Create curated collections like bold indies or human-driven hits to cut through the noise. Netflix's 2025 AI Shorts experiment could work if they prioritize quality, using AI to suggest unique pairings instead of generic mashups. Number 4, reward human creativity. Incentivize bold storytelling with grants for creators who take risks, like A24's model of backing visionary directors. Use AI to analyze audience trends, but don't let it dictate the story. Platforms could launch human-first labels for films driven by real writers and directors, signaling to viewers they're getting the human touch people crave post-AI hype. Number 5, bring back event experiences. There's no denying theaters are really struggling right now, but they've got something streaming can't touch: community. Use AI to optimize theatrical runs for standout films, making them feel like events. Limited releases with Q&As or behind-the-scenes docs. AI can help plan these, using AI to sync viewers and spark real-time chats. Number 6, preserve physical media. Sure, physical media is niche these days, but it makes films feel like art, not disposable data. Use AI to predict which films deserve limited 4K runs, turning them into collector's items. It's a way to honor human-driven stories and give fans something tangible. Number 7, transparency and accountability. Hollywood's hypocrisy, bashing AI while exploiting it. It needs to stop. Studios should disclose when AI is used in production, like a made-with-human heart credit or something. Regulate AI training data to avoid bias, ensuring diverse voices aren't drowned out. So that's a long way to say, are we doomed to a future of AI-spun cinematic slop? I don't think so, not if we fight back. AI can be a killer tool, streamlining production, sparking ideas, but it's no replacement for the human soul. No matter how slick the tech, people will always crave stories that feel alive. Hollywood's playing both sides, but we can demand better. Support creators who use AI as a brush, not a painter. Seek out films that challenge you, not just fill your queue. Maybe hit a theater once in a while. Sticky seats, cell phones, and all for that communal buzz. But I created this channel because I know cinema's worth saving. Drop some of your fixes in the comments. How do we keep AI from turning films into dystopian mush? As always, the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone, but what do I know? I'm but a mere jackass. I'll try to do better next time. Catch you later, friends.
That talks too much. I'm just a jackass of all trades. Don't know shit. I keep on talking, acting like I'm so legit. From politics to sports, I'll